feel the relief in the here and now to manifest your goal. That is what I want to explain to you with this video. And let's just dive right in and talk about a Neville Goddard quote, because he explained it in a very good way. So Neville said this: after you have assembled your mental state and allowed it to occur within you, you do not have to repeat the act. You cast your bread upon water the moment you felt the relief. And this is something that I also over and over again repeat on my channel, is that the moment you imagine it, the moment you feel into what it would be like to now finally have achieved your desire, to finally be the version of yourself that you desire, that is when you are. That is basically it, right? That is how simple it can be. If you simply feel into the relief of what would it be like to have received it now. Although you do not have a physical expression in a sexual manner, relief is possible, right? So, of course, in like a sexual manner, there is a point of relief, you know, when the act is finished, like there is a felt sense of relief, that's it. But also, relief is the most keenly felt, right? All pleasures from this world, relief is the most keenly felt. And now Neville gives a really powerful example that shows us that this is not really about to do with like a sexual relief, or that we not speak about in this manner. Right, Neville said, when someone you dearly love is late, you anxiously await that key in the door. And when you hear their voice, your relief is keenly felt. You internally feel like, finally they're there. Finally they're here. Finally, it is done. That is the same kind of relief you will have when you have imagined correctly. When you know that your imagination is real, when you know that what you imagine, what you become conscious of, what you become aware of is already in existence, so you fuse with it, you align with it by starting to feel into it, embody it, imagine it, that is where you can also get a certain relief from. Right? It's not a relief that you get because something happened externally, something happened physically, like Neville said, but it's like an internal relief from like a mental image, from like a mental state you produced by becoming aware of your wish fulfilled. If you find it necessary to recreate the act every day, you're not casting your bread upon water. You may imagine over and over again, but you're only going to impregnate once. And if you reach the point of relief, your bread has been cast upon water to return. I have had the phone ring minutes after I've imagined to hear confirmation that it has happened. So Neville is stating here that it can already happen within an hour, that you see movement, that you see some, first mirrorings of what you've done internally. I would go one step further and say don't await them. If it happens within that amount of time, that's of course amazing. And I also have many members of my program that have done something within, and a couple of minutes later, a couple of hours later, people already saw movement in that regards. People saw a desire being manifested. So I would just not put any time frame on it. I mean, it's a nice insight from Neville, maybe even within the matter of an hour, but it can also be a day, it can also be a week, it can also be a month, right? Sometimes it has taken days, sometimes weeks, sometimes months, but I do not repeat the action once I've done it and felt the feeling of relief, for I know there is nothing more I need to do. When you felt the relief of having received it, of having achieved it, of knowing it is done, right? You've shifted into this knowingness because you experience that act that implies to you that your desire is done, that you already have your desire in your life, that you are already your desired version of you. When you feel into that relief, that is it, my friends. You really feel the relief, when you really feel the satisfaction of your wish that is fulfilled within you, because that's also what Neville said, right? It happens within you. In our internal world, we fulfill the wish by tuning into it, and externally, it is mirrored back to us. So the key message of this video is start to practice and feel the relief of having your desire here and now. Don't wait. Don't think that you can only feel the relief when it actually happens out there in your circumstances. No. Right now, produce in your internal world that feeling of relief, of satisfaction. What would it be like? Give yourself the allowance to fully dive into the wish fulfilled. And there are two main resources that I can help you when it comes to feeling the feeling of relief, when it comes to shifting into the end state, into the state of the wish fulfilled. One is my free masterclass, 30 minutes, straight to the point, how to shift and which mistakes to avoid. That's the first link in the video description and pinned comments. And if at some point you feel, okay, things that Niklas share here on his channel, they make sense to me. They resonate with you. You would like me in your corner, on your team. You would like me to keep you accountable. You would like to have a system, a structure, a private community of like-minded people, very active, very empowering, very engaging. Then I recommend you schedule a free call with me or my team so that we can simply find out if we actually vibe together, if we can help you. We will already help you in the call to give you a game plan and for you to become aware of your stumbling blocks. And then you can decide if you want to team up with us or if you continue by yourself. There are no hard feelings involved. It's your decision, right? We're not forcing that program to people, and we are very selective about who we work with. So please only apply when you feel like that you can add something to us, that you can add to our community, and that you are a good fit for us. Okay? With that, I speak to you in the next one, and feel the feeling of relief. Please don't just think, oh yeah, that's another nice phrase, that's another nice tool. No, honestly, like the relief, you can only feel the relief of something because you now have it. And if you have it within, if you feel internally it's yours, then it is yours. It is done. And that can then be, over time, through a bridge, be shown to you externally. Speak to you in the next one. Bye, guys.